Hello everyone, I'm Marina and it's Sakramel School. Many choose to do their own nails, but keep making mistakes. And that's exactly what we will talk about today. Let's get into it. Here are today's nails. My model did them herself, both manicure and coating. Now let's do a transformation. First up, we need to sanitize the hands. I normally skip this part for the videos, but today I want to share with you the way it should be done. We don't grab the hands right away, because we need to sanitize our hands first. I'm using Lonstein 3-in-1. There are 75% alcohol and alcohol-free options. Many are allergic to alcohol, so you can opt for the alcohol-free version, depending on your or your client's skin type. Now we can grab the hands. Again, we can't touch them before using antiseptic. Now let's remove the coating. Camouflage bases are really hard to remove. Normally, they come off in pieces. So be careful since they may get into your eyes. So we'd better use a protective screen, glasses, or a mask. I'm using a purple drill bit since it's really hard, but it should not dig into the coating. Otherwise, it will heat up the surface. So I move it side to side. And we can see a thick layer of a clear base coat underneath. My model has got no e-file, so normally she removes her coating with a file. Well, that's an option, but doing so, make sure to remove part of the base coat too to keep the nails thin. Now above the surface to remove tiny liftings. And part of the pterygium. Again, since she doesn't have an e-file, my model uses cutting tools to do her manicure. And she cuts off what she sees. So there's little cuticle, but lots of pterygium. I clean it up with a ring pusher. I can't tell you the brand, since I heard they no longer produce them. But it's really convenient. So if you know where to get one, please share in the comments. It cleans up the pterygium and lifts up the cuticle. Now we can go with the drill bit. And there is less to process since I used the pusher. I'm sure you've noticed the problem of these nails. There are layers in the ingrown points due to filing mistakes. Doing our own nails, we may struggle with placing the file. And that's the result. Doing gel polish here won't solve it. I'd better build up the missing corners and lower parallels. Otherwise, the shape will end up looking like ballerina or coffin. For the cuticle, I'm using a rat sphere drill bit. There is not much of it, so it's just right. I'm pulling the skin to clean up the dry areas without over-filing them. Done with the manicure. Dehydration is the next crucial step in nail prep. I'm using Lonstein 3-in-1. It dehydrates, degreases, and removes the tacky residue. Having all these features in one product is really convenient. I know some of you use a gel polish remover for this purpose. But here's the thing. Nail polish removers contain moisturizing components. And as a result, they cause gel polish to flow around the nail perimeter towards the center. So I recommend using specialized products. Pumps are more convenient, so we can just change the bottle. This amount will be optimal for an at-home manicure, and if you work with lots of clients, that will be just right for you. Besides, it will save you some money. We don't just apply a tissue and pull. We thoroughly remove all the dust, since it may cause liftings near the cuticle. Here's a life hack. I soak the tissue in degreaser, wrap it around the Norn stick, and clean up the cuticle zone. Or we can use a flat brush. It will nicely brush off all the dust. Next up, we go with a primer. With proper wearability, we can do without it. But that depends on the base coat. Do you like manicure and nail extensions? If you do, join my new online course on nail sculpting, from zero to pro, and get your certificate. The course is available worldwide. For more information, click the link in the description box below. Next up, we go with a primer. With proper wearability, we can do without it. But that depends on the base coat. So we can just do a thin layer, avoiding the skin. Moving on to the base coat. When the bottle is full, there is a big drop on the tip every time I use it, and I can't see it from the top view. But you can see it from the side. And often such drops fall and make a mess that I have to clean up. So I prefer bottles with narrow necks. I will build up the corners with jelly gel. It's my favorite technique. Since this gel forms a thin layer, unlike polygel for example. So we can quickly form the corners with no pressure. And we can cure some parts with a flashlight in between. It cures fast, so we can quickly fix the ingrows points and form a sharp square shape. It takes time to get used to because it's pretty thick, so you won't ace it right away, but it will come to you with practice. The reason why I go for thicker gels is that liquid ones will flow, and such a buildup may take too much time. Now I wipe off the tacky residue and file a square shape. I should be careful so as not to ruin the corners. But the shape should be well defined. Then it will look more expensive. As for the nail art, I will do a gradient. It's springtime, so let's add some color. We've decided on this bold pink. But don't worry, I will tone it down with Milky gel. I have shown this Milky gradient techniques multiple times already, but I think it will never go out of style, because it's still one of the main trends. It's quick and easy, but it looks amazing. I love this technique. Give it a big thumbs up if you do too. I cure the color and build up the architecture with liquid gel. I will do without filing. So liquid gels are perfect for this. I'm using sheer Milky gel to get a smooth transition from the cuticle to the free edge. I align it with a thin brush and send it to cure in a lamp. This particular color is curious. It's pink, but it turns purple after curing. So what we get here is a pink to purple to Milky gradient. Time for a top coat. This one contains reflective glitter. Now let's top it off with some cuticle oil. I've got two regular and Monarda ones. Note that we don't take photos of oily nails. We just rub in the oil, then we can send the model to wash her hands or use a wet wipe. Because we don't need greasy fingers. Here's the final look. I think it's a success. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and check out more videos on gel coating mistakes. Success in your work. Good luck. Bye bye.